was contestant number 7, Rob Burman. Contestant number 8, Rick Lazzarini.
They say that 2 heads are better than 1. That's simply not true. I'm trying to get ahead in life. This is what I got. Actually, I just call this baby on board. I can't take it.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We're tired. He has to go rest.
Number 9, Lenny McDonald.
I'd like to recite a poem by Edgar Allan Poe. Of course, I'm going to do The Raven.
Number 11, Lauren Gittins. Number 12, Keith Edmer.
Basically what I was trying to do with the character was to create an interaction between a primitive person and a modern environment, and that he uses these technologies such as a computer to carry about his everyday work as a primitive village person. Since I'm not a black person, it was, the makeup entailed quite a bit. I had a full face foam rubber appliance and a set of ears, fake ears, which the earrings were all coming out of, and a bald cap.
Number 13, Dwight Roberts. Number 14, Chris Biggs. Number 1, Dave Matherly.
Good evening. It's great to be here. Tonight's the night when we all come here and we come here and we experience true horror at its best. We all come here to bring out that little devil that we all have in ourselves. So, with no more further ado, from one devil to another, happy Halloween. Thank you very much. It's great to be alive. God bless you. Thank you.
Many of us makeup artists started by making ourselves up, often as monsters. That's what I did when I was young. And it was an extraordinary experience. I was a shy kid, but when I put on Mr. Hyde, I went around, I had policemen chasing me, I went and did crazy things. I was a different person.
I was like incredibly shy. I was a little kid who never said anything. And when I first made myself up, and I wasn't little Ricky Baker anymore, when I had this new face, I found that I could do things that I couldn't do as myself. And I found this quite fascinating. And I found it happening all through my career. When you make somebody up as an old person and they look in the mirror and they see themselves as an old person and they feel these appliances on their face, and it really helps them get into that character as an old person. And same thing if you make somebody up as a monster, they lose a lot of their inhibitions. They know that they're not themselves anymore, and they've got this new face, and they can be a lot more monstrous. It's really quite fascinating to see this change and to feel the change, to have it happen to yourself, to be sitting in front of a mirror and all of a sudden see your face disappear and this new face appear and this new personality come out. It's part of what first got me fascinated in makeup.
In an overlapping appliance makeup, there comes a time when you have to separate the sculpture into the pieces that are going to be individually applied to his face. And the next step is to separate the pieces. It's a 4-piece makeup. It's a headpiece, including the forehead and the wig, and 2 cheek pieces and 1 piece for the chin. And his mouth is basically free.
Well, the main reason why I chose to do my father was just because we've already got pretty much a likeness between the two of us, but after looking at all the pictures, I noticed there's quite a bit of differences, so I went ahead and did a full appliance.
I'm working on the mold right now. It's kind of an extensive molding process for an appliance. It'll be 2 pieces wrapped around the core, which is actually my face, and then the sculpture's sculpted onto my face, so I'll get a perfect fit.
I'm doing it in different pieces like this, 6 different pieces, so it'll move a lot better. And it'll fit to my face easier and doesn't quite shrink as much. And I'm going to apply it all now together and then color it, and so I can put it on my face. After the edges are all blended and all I have to worry about are around the eyes and maybe around here on the upper lip.
What I wanted to try to do with this, other than do a monster type thing, because all I've ever done is just monsters. So I wanted to try, I saw like Nagel paintings that had the women in it sort of Art Deco style, and I thought that would be kind of neat to do as a makeup. So here I am doing it as a makeup. So hopefully it'll turn out kind of interesting. It won't be a typical monster kind of thing.
A makeup artist nowadays, instead of just being an artist and a painter and so forth, he has to be a technician in many crafts. He has to be able to do complicated mechanical devices. He has to know radio control. Eventually we'll be into computers. It's really, there's no end to it.
What I'm doing now is turning on the radio control for this. This system is usually used to operate radio control cars, radio control airplanes. And so you use the receiver here, the transmitter, and these are the muscles, you could say. They're called servos. And you can see that when you move them, they pull a cable that runs up the conduit that moves the mechanics up here. And you can see that moving around. And then pull the skin on.
There are limitations with what you can do with appliances. I always found it limiting because you had to deal with the actor's face as the armature for your sculpture, and you have only a certain thickness that you can build up onto that. And I wanted to do more. In a mask, you can put the eyes wherever you want. You don't necessarily have to line them up with the actor's own eyes. You can make the mouth as big as you want, or you can put the mouth over here or whatever. So masks give you a little more freedom of design.
Let's get on to the mask category then, shall we? I can't wait for this one. Mask contestant number 1, BRANDIE Killing.
I just kind of put together, you know, a kind of a human form with things that tell you it's somewhat human, you know, shoulders and kind of a human hand of sorts, and yet still had kind of a fishy spine type of feeling and kind of a fish